Hello there. I just wanted to show you a little bit of my herbal apothecary that I have. These are dried herbs that I forage for out here, and I also grow a bunch of herbs that I just have in my herb garden. But I just thought I'd share a little bit with you. I have some dandelion leaves. Helps with digestion and lots of antioxidants in there. I have goldenrod flowers. I just dried those out and put those in a jar. Plantain root. I have some wild lettuce, great for whooping cough. Echinacea. Oh, that's great for colds and flu season. I have some borage, good for fever reducer. Back there I have some St. John's wort. Just some flower petals from my rose bushes, dandelions. I have some daisy in there. Just a nice little mixture of herb flowers. Lemon verbena is usually great for taste. It's lemony, so it gives the tea a wonderful flavor. But it also does help with stomach cramps and some period pain and digestion. I have oregano. That is a very healthy herb for you. Great for sore throats and anti-inflammatory. Elderberry flowers. Those are great for the flu season, bronchitis. Chamomile flowers. As you can tell, I need to fill that jar up. And let's see, over here I have some marshmallow leaves. Those are great inflammation, helps diarrhea, gives you, helps with the cough and mucus. Plantain, as a tea, it is good for bronchitis and colds. So I thought I would dry some out and try it this winter. I usually use plantain for skin. For example, down here I have, this is plantain oil that I'm currently brewing. Plantain leaves with some lavender to give it a nice smell. This is great for dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, but there are other benefits of this if you use it as a tea as well. Yarrow aids in brain growth or health, health, menstrual cycles. I don't use it nearly as much as a tea, but it's an excellent poultice or a salve for sores. Great, it's excellent for hemorrhoids if a person has those problems. You can put it on sores and it helps heal. And there's some more back there. Let's see, what else do I have? So in here, I do have my plantain salve. I have lots. We use this quite a bit. And a little bit there. We actually put that on some acne, and it just helped cleared up some acne. Okay, so let's check over here. I have some stevia. I love growing stevia. It's a nice sweetener, natural sweetener. It does help with blood pressure and blood sugar. Dandelion root with some flowers in there, and that helps cleanse the liver. Bee balm, upper respiratory issues, nausea, menstrual cramps. Those are all great things to have in the house. So I have some rosemary here that I just cut yesterday and trimmed. And we use this a lot for cooking. So that's what I'm drawing that out for. A little bit of ironweed. This is a wild flower that grows here in Kansas. It's purple, but it is starting to dry out now. So I will put this in a jar. The Native Americans used ironweed especially for female problems. It's also a good blood tonic. Yesterday I went out and I cut a bunch of goldenrod flowers. I'm gonna let these dry out. I mean, I have a lot in, in a jar, but I really try to stock up on this. This makes an awesome tea. When you start getting the very first signs or symptoms of a cold or flu, just drink it 2 or 3 times a day as a tea. Maybe 2 teaspoons of dry goldenrod in a cup of hot water, and that will just help keep that cold or flu from getting worse. So I try to keep stock on that. It does help. I have some rose hips, and these here, I'm trying to decide if I want to dry them all the way out, or if you just dehydrate them a little, or hydrate them a little bit to where they start getting mushy, like this one. You can put them in a jar and fill the jar with avocado oil and let that sit for a good month, and you can use it on your skin. But rose hips are also high in vitamin C, so I did dry some out. But you do have to clean them out. They have seeds and a little bit of hair on the inside, these little bitty hairs, and if you digest those, they can cause some problems. So you want to cut them in half, clean them out really good, and then dry them out. And I just pop 2 or 3 in a cup of hot water. When I'm making a tea, you can mix it with other herbs. 3 rose hips gives you a bit more vitamin C than 1 orange. So these are just great also when it's winter coming up and we're starting to get a little bit, sick, sinuses, starting to get stuffy nose, things like that. So I have here, I'm drying out some more lemon verbena, and I just love the smell. It's so lemony. So I just add that to my tea for the flavor. These are kind of hard to tell what they are. Let's see. Let me find one with a flower. See if you can tell what this is. It's starting to dry out pretty good to where you almost can't tell, but the leaves are a little bit fuzzy, almost prickly. This is borage, and borage is great also for inflammation, high in antioxidants, and I just trimmed some up. And I want to dry these out and use them also for tea. This is just your common garden sage. This is pretty well dried. I just take the whole thing. You can also grind it down to, if it's easier, but I just stuff a jar. It's messy, I know. But when I need it, I just take it out and I crumble it, and I use it that way on, as seasoning. This dandelion body oil that I made, it's excellent for joint pain. So when you start coming down with the flus and the colds this winter and your muscles start getting sore, this is a great rub for that, and also helps with dry skin. But it's a good time to go out, pick a bunch of dandelion flowers and leaves, and then fill a jar, any size jar. This one I just used a small one, and then cover it with olive oil and let that sit for a good month, and then strain that. And the oil that has the dandelion goodness in it, you can add beeswax, which is what I did, and a little bit of coconut oil or shea butter. You can almost just pick out your favorite types of oils that you want to use as a base to do this. And then the beeswax helps to thicken it a bit more. And it's whippy, and it's a great body whip, body oil, body butter texture. And it's excellent for sore muscles and joint pain. You can rub it on your hands, your neck. So this is also a good way to use dandelions. I just want to thank you for stopping by today. Thank you, and hope you have a great rest of the day.